What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right.
Here we are.
Are we ready?
We're ready. We're recording. We're gathered again.
Oh, look at us.
Yeah, it's time for the Hot Tub Podcast.
Sure, yep.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy Brady Jones scoured the internet rather
He did.
for questions.
Yes. Yeah.
To ask the group here.
He is just scraping the bottom of the internet barrel.
Yeah, really
Right.
just our Spotify
Yeah.
page, which is really the bottom of the internet if you look into it. Melly, what are you doing? Melly reached out saying, is cereal a soup?
No.
Oh, no, it's not. It's cereal.
I hate these topics.
I hate
know.
these things.
I
Is a
know.
hot dog a sandwich? No, it's a hot
it's a hot
dog.
dog.
I understand the question.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I get it, but
Can
no.
we just ban these
But
questions?
things can be similar but different, you know? And
Well, that's
okay.
it. It's not, though. It has its own name. Therefore,
Right.
it is that. Yes.
Sure.
Why
Yeah.
can't people wrap their head around this?
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's like saying, is stew a soup? No, it's stew because it's called stew.
No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I get it. I get that. But a BLT is a kind of sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Is it a sandwich? Yes, it is. It's sort of like, I understand what they're saying.
But it's
no.
like Brady Rush. They're both men.
Right.
But no, they're not.
Exactly.
We're-
because
exactly.
you're
We're
Rush
different.
and you're Brady.
We're specific. Yeah.
No,
That's
it's
it.
the other way.
Oh, wait. You're Rush and you're Brady.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's right. But yes, if we're actually here, cheesecake is actually a pie.
Oh, my
but
God,
anyway.
I can't.
And
no.
Brady's taller than Rush.
That's it.
That's-
Yes,
that
that's
is-
true.
yes.
Yeah.
Significantly. And
I
more
think-
handsome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about those, but hey.
Is it time for our annual Handsome Off?
Oh,
It
handsome
is.
off.
Handsome off.
How would that even work?
I'm
Yeah,
not
what
sure.
do we do again?
Yeah.
Well, they both walked the runway for
Yeah.
2
Okay.
solid hours.
Oh,
Right.
that's good. Yeah.
Yes.
Jenny and I sit here with
I
clipboards.
totally forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just
We
waited.
watched-
How could you forget?
I don't know,
Yeah.
because it's such a commitment. I can't believe I did.
Yeah,
It's a good time, though.
It's really more of a challenge of endurance than
It
anything
is.
else.
It is. The last one standing is the most handsome.
Exactly.
Makes sense,
That's
guys.
how it works. Yeah.
Let's get
Oh,
started.
okay, yeah, let's do that. First, we'll do the Hot Tub Podcast, and then the Handsome Off.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
This week sees World Toilet Day,
Of
guys.
course it does.
Oh,
Good.
yes.
Happy
Yes.
World Toilet
Happy
Day.
World Toilet Day.
Very excited.
The United Nations actually made it a holiday more than a decade ago to raise awareness about sanitation needs around the world.
Wait, Jenny, are you okay? You're looking a little flushed.
Oh, that's good.
Boy, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh, I've got nothing.
Jenny, why don't you have a seat?
What? Why are we doing this? Where's the, just do your story,
Okay, I'll do
please.
this story.
Yeah.
So, their
Oh.
motto this year, guys, is toilets, a place for peace. And a poll found it really is a spot we go to when we need some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
38% of us sometimes go to the bathroom when we're out in public just to get some alone time or to take a break. Here are the top 5 things we go to the bathroom for when we don't actually need to go.
All right, let's take the plunge and get
All
right
right.
into it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I hope you have some good ones and we're not just circling the drain.
What is going on?
We're doing pretty well here.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
Oh, I have nothing.
I know.
I can't think of. I feel plugged. Something. It just came to me in that
Yeah,
moment.
just
it was
brush
amazing.
it off, Jenny. Come on.
Yeah, oh, there it is. Yeah.
In this moment in time, I hate this show. I hate it right now so much.
Okay, you're gonna hate this list too.
Oh, no.
So things we go to the bathroom for that we don't need to go when we
Okay.
don't need to go
All right, good.
to wash our hands.
Oh, God. Okay, that's what this list is.
Wait, it does get better to touch up makeup or check our appearance
No,
in the mirror.
that's not better.
She's on a roll.
Yeah. Oh.
Come on. Please.
Ah, that's good.
Oh, I don't want to poo-poo this list, but let me just go on.
It's okay. It's all right.
Nobody laughed.
No, nobody did.
Okay, to get away from an awkward or uncomfortable situation, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
That doesn't work. Just go in there and lock the door.
Okay, to get some alone time
Yeah.
and to chat privately with friends.
This is terrible.
Oh, that's a bad list.
Women tend to do that more than men.
This is like there was a story and then
Well,
the
it's
list.
World Toilet Day.
But this is
The
really
list
fit
was
here.
really bad.
This-
yeah,
yeah, this
I
is a
guess
bad list.
Jenny's having a bad day.
Oh, yeah. Nicely done.
Oh, that was good. good.
Such a stretch.
Oh no, that was really
That was good.
See, I laughed at yours.
Thanks.
Brady, what you're doing is you're killing our bit that we have when Rush does his puns. Because you're contributing to
I
all
don't
of
know
it right
what it is.
now.
Toilet puns. This is
good stuff.
This is my. It's just my jam. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
I know. The last stat, guys. Have you ever bought something at a store just so they'd let you use the bathroom?
No,
Totally.
never.
I have. Oh, 100% I have.
What?
Yeah, 44% of us have
Why
done
don't
that.
you just ask to use the
Yeah,
bathroom?
Because they say there's often a sign that says bathroom for customers only.
Oh, they don't
So I'll go buy a
enforce
pack
it.
of gum or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is like a gas station kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
I don't think I've ever been desperate enough to go to a gas station toilet.
Really?
Did I tell you my new philosophy where I'm going to the bathroom now?
No, talk to me.
Okay. You know, like, because I'm on the road a lot for, the girls and their sports
For
teams,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes I have to pull over and go to like wherever, like a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
I hate going to bathrooms in restaurants.
I would
I completely
if
agree.
I wasn't actually at the restaurant, I would never walk in and use a washroom there.
Like, where would you go then if you like had to
Gas
go?
station.
Where you're
Side
going
of
to a
the road.
gas station, Rush?
I usually, I would usually go to like a larger store, like a Home Depot type store.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
All right.
the restaurant's a great move.
I've cracked the code.
I don't
You ready?
like doing the
Yeah. No,
No,
restaurants.
you
I feel-
walk into a random restaurant because the bathrooms are actually clean.
No.
And you just pretend you're a customer.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay. I
Yeah.
discovered this on my last trip.
Yeah.
You go to a hotel.
Oh yeah, hotels are great.
That's a good one.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
best
yeah.
is a
Yeah.
hotel.
Oh
The
yeah,
lobby
yeah.
bathroom.
That's,
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, you didn't say that. You said
Oh
like a
yeah.
Home Depot.
Well, yeah, but they're
And they appreciate
usually
the plug.
They're, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Hotels are
good.
sometimes harder to find, but yeah, no. Hotel washrooms, the lobby bathrooms are the best
Yes.
ones. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're in the
Yeah.
business of
Yep.
keeping bathrooms clean.
Right.
Right.
I never even
Mahler,
thought.
that's genius.
Yeah. I
know.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
you can do it in your own town, right? You doesn't need to be like
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
If you're driving down this road,
Yeah.
there's one right over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
There's a million
Pop in
hotels
there.
everywhere.
Yes.
That's
No, and
genius.
sometimes you just
So
you just
smart.
walk in and you sort of act like you're staying there and you look around. Oh, just
I don't even care that I'm acting. I just
oh yeah,
walk
they're great.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
also
who's gonna stop
don't
you?
care where I go to the bathroom. Like I'm going to the most
but
convenient.
like gas station ones are disgusting.
yeah,
I-
but if it's the most convenient, going to take me the least amount of time, I'm going to the gas station.
No.
Especially if if you're sitting, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're doing most of the time.
Well,
it's
I
got to
can't
be.
pee standing up, so yeah.
You don't sky pee, eh?
You don't hover?
Sometimes, if it's really bad,
If you're at a gas station.
yeah, I'll hover,
Yeah.
or I'll just put toilet paper down on the seat.
Yeah.
before
Oh
I sit
no,
on
that's
it.
a whole
I'm
production.
telling you,
That's-
man, you can just live in the hotel.
No, the hotel
bathroom.
is great. Yeah, we've
I'm
done
tell-
that many a time, and it's
Sure.
a very comfortable
And
experience.
look,
Yeah.
you fire up the Wi-Fi of the hotel, and there you are. You know,
Oh,
you're
that's what I'm
TikToking
saying.
for days.
Yes.
And
My
this
goodness.
is amazing.
A
when
lot
you-
of the time, the washrooms too are single serve, which
Yep.
is wonderful.
And when you
Yeah.
leave, there's mint at the front desk.
Oh, that's
It's great.
incredible!
Yeah.
You talk to the concierge, get some recommendations.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's a whole experience.
Oh, yeah.
really.
Sure. You just hope you don't run into anybody you know that works there, and then you got to explain. I just had to use your washroom.
Yeah.
Just tough. That's
Well,
tough.
I
I
don't know that
use
they'd
it-
hold it against you, though.
but I mean,
I mean,
that
it's a
would be
weird move
fine.
if you're
They'd say, "All right."
if you're walking down a random or driving down a random street and you pull in, you see someone. Yeah, it's a weird move.
Yeah.
I would normally do it if I'm like away from home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. But I still think it's a good strategy
It
in
is,
your own
yep.
Yeah,
town.
I'm very excited. about
Very
it.
smart.
I've peed in so many outhouses on a golf course, and those are gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why. Like anything's an upgrade
But
from
that you get a pass on though.
Yeah.
Because if you're driving down like this road, for example,
Yeah.
you choose a gas station over everything else that we've just mentioned.
sure.
That's insane.
It's
to
just
me.
that's all that clicks in my mind is
No,
that it's the only.
no,
I don't
think,
know.
Think hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
It's
hotels
just
are
the
good.
smell of a gas station
I
bathroom
just
and
get
the.
over it. Nothing really grosses me out.
It's like you watch so many murder shows.
Yeah.
That's where they happen.
That's true.
yeah, and I'm desensitized. I think.
Maybe that's it. I think that's what's going on.
Or
Yeah.
you're hoping that Keith Morrison walks in.
Yeah.
What's going on in here?
Or is it?
Well done. Yeah.
Very good.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Because we love our partners so much and we know them so well. But also, and mostly, we really just like to embarrass them on the radio. So, now it's time to play Spousal Support on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right. Secretly, Brady Jones has called all of our spouses, mine being Ruth. Rush has Lisa.
Yeah.
Jenny has Derek. And Brady, you have SB.
Yep.
And you don't know SB's answers either.
No,
right?
I make my predictions before I record hers,
Okay.
so I have those predictions to play. And basically, I ask them a question about us, each one of the respective partners, and they have to give us their answer. And of course, I ask you guys, and we'll see if the answers match up. Okay?
Anybody else feel like a sense of betrayal too? You have no idea that this went on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
When did you talk?
every single time.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so the first thing I asked them, we're going to talk about today. What is the most embarrassing secret show or movie that your hot tub member partner low-key loves? The most embarrassing show or movie that that we all love.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, I wish you had just gone with movie or TV show.
Yeah, they're mostly shows, I believe,
Okay.
if that helps.
All right.
Okay, Mahler, do you have a prediction?
You know, I think I'm pretty straightforward on the air what I'm embarrassed by, but I think the only thing that's coming to my mind that Ruth would have said is Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Because I really shouldn't like. I mean,
Right.
there's no
You put on
stars on it.
costumes and
Sure, yeah.
ballet shoes.
I don't put on costumes.
We'll see what she says. Here we go.
So I'm going to go with Dancing with the Stars
Nicely done.
because we watch everything together. And I don't know, it's not that embarrassing, but I don't think a ton of people watch Dancing with the Stars. So I'm going to go with that one.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Well done.
Yes. Nicely done.
It is quite embarrassing.
That's
But yeah,
good.
it is. I mean, it's not great.
All right.
Yeah, all right, Rush, over to you.
Better than Below Deck.
Yeah, it's true. It's hard to say. I don't watch a lot of embarrassing television. I mean, and the Law and Orders and
lucky
stuff, I'm not
dog.
embarrassed about. So, but I would say probably in the summertime, I get a little more into Love Island than I should.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to go with Love Island.
Love Island.
USA, yeah.
Okay, all right, here's what Lisa had to say.
Love Island.
Yeah.
To the point that he'll be like, oh, we have like 4 Love Islands to catch up on. We were like busy. I don't bring them up. He brings them up.
Yeah.
He loves them.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Rush, I've known you for a lifetime.
Yeah.
You never got into those shows
No.
ever. Like,
No.
No.
what was the switch that happened for you?
I think originally she said she wanted to watch it. So
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, okay. And it took maybe one episode, and then I was
It
like,
just sucked you in. It does not go with like
No.
what I know about Rush.
No,
it's
and
just
it's also
so weird.
It's such a commitment because I
Yes.
mean it's on
Yeah.
5 days a week.
Oh my
and
God.
they're like at least
My
an hour
kind
every
of show.
episode. Like it's a lot. But yeah, once I get into it,
Yeah. Look at you.
all right, Jenny.
I love it. For me, it's one of two. I think he would have said The Bachelor or Below Deck because Below Deck, it is embarrassing how much of it I've seen and every spinoff
Yeah.
that I've watched.
Yeah,
and
you've consumed a lot of
I've
it.
consumed a lot of Below Deck. So, and he won't watch it with me anymore. He tired after like the first or second season.
Right.
So I'm gonna say because every time I come home, I'm watching
You're
Below
going
Deck.
Below Deck over
Below
The
I'm going
Bachelor.
Below Deck over The
Okay.
Bachelor.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's see what he said.
Yeah, that was a hard one for me. The only thing I could think of would be because most of the stuff I think everyone knows what she watches, but 1,000-Pound Sisters or
Oh.
Sister Wives, I don't know if she talks much about that. Other than that, there's no real secret shows. I think everyone kind of knows what she watches.
That's true. I wasn't even
Yeah,
thinking that.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
The
Yeah,
secret
that's, I
part
get
of
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000-Pound Sisters, love it. Yes, Sister Wives, the best show. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, this is sort of an unfair question with Jenny. She's not embarrassed at all about
No.
anything that she watches.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll tell you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Below Deck, you wear that as a badge of honor.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
really
I wasn't
do.
thinking about the secret part. Otherwise, I would have.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
probably gone anything TLC that I watched.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Here's what I said. Was my prediction that my wife would say.
I'd say probably Occupation Double, a French TV show that she loves that I don't tell anybody that I also kind of love.
Now, what is that, Brady?
So it's basically like Love Island,
Yeah.
that kind
Okay.
of thing.
Oh, okay.
But it's a French show. It's a Quebec show, and it's also on like 5 times a week and consumes
boy.
so much. So we binge it. Usually Sundays we'll binge like 2.5 hours
Yeah.
of this
Okay.
stupid show.
That is not binging 2.5 hours. Child's play.
Talk to me after 10 hours. Jenny.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And here's what she said.
I'd say
Oh
probably.
no, sorry,
That's
that's
you.
me again. Yeah. Hang on. Here it is.
So he has a weird obsession with World War II shows and movies.
It's true. I do anything World War II.
Okay.
I
I get
like
that.
documentaries.
but you're
Yeah.
not embarrassed by that.
You don't talk about
I
it.
don't
but-
talk about it
Right.
enough. But she'll be taking a nap, and then she'll get so mad because she'll wake up, and I'm watching. I'll see that she's asleep, so I'll change it to my thing, and then she wakes up to like, boom, 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 and she gets so mad. She's just, I was trying to sleep, and now I wake up. Anyway, yeah.
Making fun of her accent, that's going to help.
Do we have time for one more, guys? One more round? Because this next one's really fun.
I also like to point out that you're learning something with your show.
Yeah.
Three of them.
Yeah.
We're doing the opposite. Yeah.
But I never remember anything, so I can watch the same documentary like 10
You
times.
don't know how hard plural marriage is, you guys. I'm learning a lot about it.
And same with dancing. You got to see me on the
true.
ballroom dance floor now.
That's true.
I can do a cha-cha like
I
you
bet.
can't even imagine.
Okay, one more round,
All
really
right.
quick. This is probably one of my favorites. I asked them to mimic our snores. What we sound like when we snore. So I'm going to have you guys do your snore, and then I'll play them, okay?
All right. Well,
Okay.
I've admitted this on the air before. I've never heard it.
Yeah.
But apparently I cluck.
Yeah.
So it'll be like,
That's so weird,
That is so
Mahler.
weird.
That's so
you
weird.
really need to see a doctor.
Yeah, I
think-
think that's not a Okay, all right, here's what Ruth said.
Mahler doesn't snore. I know it's shocking, but Mahler does sometimes breathe heavy, and every once in a while he clucks. So it's more like a with his breathing heavy, and sometimes that with his tongue.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Oh, good for you guys.
That's amazing.
you guys.
That's awesome. Rush?
I don't cluck.
Yeah.
So I would imagine. I mean, in terms of snoring, I would think I'm more of a generic snorer. So
Oh, that's good.
Okay, all right, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's what Lisa said.
Well, there's a couple different ones.
Oh.
If he's really tired, it's okay. Hang on. Okay. And the second one's a lot less aggressive.
I guess I'll give you That's close.
nicely done. Thank you, honey.
Jenny?
Yeah, I think he would say that I don't snore loudly. And if I do snore, it's when I'm just absolutely exhausted. And usually when I first fall asleep. And it's not loud, he would say. So I'm going to go.
I love that you're saying that.
That
Well,
now,
it's not loud,
it's not
honey.
loud, yeah. And now he comes on, he's like, no, I'd say it's sort of generic, but just lower, like,
Okay. All right. That's a very soft purr.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, Derek's clip is quite long, so buckle up,
God.
everybody.
Okay, let me think here. How's it go? Okay, here we go. Okay.
But he tells you you're nice and quiet.
He tells you you purr.
yeah, it's so girly, your snore.
It's so dainty, right?
Like a pig. Just kept going.
We have pigs and chickens and it's covered
Between
up.
the two of you, do you guys communicate or do you just laugh at each other back and forth? It's so funny. You guys both have such good laughs. Here's what I predicted.
I apparently sound like I'm dying when I snore, and I know I snore a lot worse after I drink. So let's go with a.
Okay.
That's what I've been told I sound like. And here's what SB said.
It's very loud.
It's very
It's very cartoony.
Do you have a bunch of Zeds that fly through your mouth? Is that how that works?
It feels very cartoony, yeah.
That's good.
It's so fun.
Thanks to our loving spouses
Yeah.
for helping us out. That is spousal support on the Morning Hot Tub.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot/Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Do you put sugar in your coffee or in your tea?
Used to, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah.
I
Yeah.
do. I do.
I do it if it's if I get it at like a Tim Hortons or something, like a coffee shop. But if
Yeah.
I'm just getting it at the office, it's just black.
I'm
Really?
the same way. If I buy it somewhere, I'll put sugar in it. But if I make my own,
Exactly.
I never
it's
do.
black, right?
Why? Why?
What's the difference between,
Yeah.
let's say, here and there?
So I
Yeah.
find the coffee here is pretty crappy, and adding something to it just makes it more crappy.
That's
Really?
pretty much exactly what it is. Yeah.
Isn't that, so you would think adding something sugar to it would help.
yeah, but it just dulls the flavor
Yeah.
of nothing.
Have
That's
we
it.
brought this up with our bosses to say we have a terrible coffee maker, or we use different brands that we shouldn't?
I don't know
Or
necessarily what it is. I know like the coffee that I make at home is the best coffee I
better.
have, and so
Right.
I just don't. But it's not.
like you love your coffee maker, you brag about it. Why don't you see if because the staff's pretty open to this stuff. Why don't you see if you can just raise a little collection and just buy one of those machines here?
Because you'd have to then brew.
You'd have to, it'd be a real pot.
It's
we
not
we
an
have the
individual.
single serve
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
That
That's what
make it
people
super
like, so,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Well,
was trying.
I know,
we'll
I
try
know.
harder, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, you're just curious,
Yeah,
Jenny?
that's all. That's all I had.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
a new study done here in Canada found we should try adding one of our most famous exports instead of sugar. Researchers found that using maple syrup in your coffee comes with some major health benefits. This was really interesting.
Okay.
Unlike refined sugar, it's got more than 100 compounds and antioxidants that can boost immunity and help with inflammation.
Sure.
They had a bunch of people use maple syrup instead of sugar for several months, and here are 4 major health benefits that they saw in this study just by switching sugar to maple syrup. Better blood sugar levels. Their blood sugar didn't spike as much, so switching to maple syrup could help you avoid diabetes. Their blood pressure fell. The average person's systolic blood pressure, that's the top number, fell by 3 points. Less belly fat around their abdomen slowly but surely started melting away, and improved gut health. They ended up with less harmful bacteria in their gut and more good bacteria, so their digestion was better. I'm going to switch.
I'm sure they're talking about real maple syrup.
Yes.
Yeah,
the-
not table
you can,
syrup.
not Mrs. Butterworth or whatever.
No. Table syrup
That
is very
won't do
different.
it. Yes,
that's-
very
I was
different.
about to say Aunt Jemima, but
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
It's gone now.
This is
gone.
Is
Yeah.
it really?
Red Mill or
Red Mill, yeah,
Is that
that's
what it
right.
is?
I
Yeah.
think so. Something Mill.
yeah.
Something
Yeah,
Mill, yeah.
something Mill. But I would totally try this. It's just a sweetener, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
just more
Yeah, it
natural.
feels like-
Well, my wife uses it for cooking, and instead of sugar, she'll
Yep.
use maple syrup all the time.
Yeah, we use
it just
syrup
sort of-
a lot. It just
it's the
can be
same thing.
sticky and a pain, but sure.
But where do you find 100% pure
Oh, you
maple
can buy
syrup?
it at the
Store?
store.
Yeah, you need
Can
the
you?
can. It has to be in that can that you gotta like crack yourself. We have
Yeah.
family friends that actually they do that. The guy's retired. He worked as like an executive for many years. Retired young, and then bought a big piece of land where they do
Cool.
their own maple syrup. And so every spring, a bunch of people go over and they help them can it and stuff. And
Whoa.
and it's like it's a
So-
whole side
We
hustle.
prefer
Brady?
the very dark one, and it has a stronger flavor and stuff, but very like extra
Really?
dark maple
Oh,
syrup
really?
is the
See,
best.
I don't like extra dark.
Yeah, I like dark.
Brady,
Yeah.
when you get me the tortilla pie, can you also bring me maple syrup?
Yeah, sure. It's just all the Quebecois goodies. Right?
Wait, are we getting pies again this year?
Oh, I mean, if you ask nicely,
Oh,
I can
please,
certainly
please,
put the
please.
request in.
Yeah, they're very
How
good.
are they?
Oh, they're
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
So tortilla,
Yeah.
everybody knows what tortilla is.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Oui, oui.
Yeah.
Oui, oui.
I say tortilla, but anyway.
Tortilla.
Or poutine. My in-laws make the best
They do.
tortilla.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think
And,
they like us.
They do. They
Yeah,
love you guys.
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
they should feed us.
Chop, chop.
I actually even thought about doing my own. I thought about attempting.
You should try
To do this.
It's all in the spices.
It is,
Yeah.
eh? But can you give me a recipe?
Okay,
would they do that?
Why not just get the pie?
Just yeah.
Well, I mean, I want the pie, but I would love to be able to do what they do, which is gift this to people. It's a cool idea.
It is a cool gift,
and I
yeah.
like cooking.
You just want to take away from them. And
Yeah.
make it
No,
your
I
thing.
feel bad that they
understand.
work so hard, and then
Doesn't-
I ask for 8 million or 2.
Doesn't
but anyway.
sound like you do, man.
How many does Jenny get?
Well, you get one for you and one for your dad.
Yeah, my dad loves tortilla
yeah.
pie.
Yeah.
Loves it. Yeah.
All right.
So
Well, I'll
that's
take
sort of-
Dan's.
Okay.
Just throw
Dan
in a
doesn't
can
listen,
of
so
spam.
you're
It'll be the
good.
same.
I could use spam in that.
Sure. Just a little bit of spice on the
He
spam.
doesn't deserve the tortilla because of his
I know,
spam problem.
I know. He probably has spam on the side of the tortilla.
Oh, God.
Probably,
oh,
yes.
God.
Your dad would be great. We should do a feature down the road someday. Just
Yeah.
bring him in
Yeah.
here, blindfold him
Right.
with really awful foods and really good foods, and see if he has any palate whatsoever.
That's a good idea.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm sure he doesn't. As long as it has salt in it, he's fine.
Yeah.
I also have in my little idea page, what's in Dan's fridge.
Oh, that's
Or what's in
fun.
Dan's
Good.
freezer even.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! In his freezer would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
interesting. Seriously,
Yes.
Because what he does is he buys things on sale, and then he has a full freezer, like a stand-up freezer. It's humongous.
Yeah.
And he has it in his kitchen, which drives me crazy. But anyway, yeah. And it is stocked full of stuff that has gone on sale that he swears he's going to eat and never does. So
But
it
he'll
just
go
sits in
through it
there.
like a fast food drive-through and freeze what he gets there.
He does on food delivery apps
Yeah.
or whatever when
Yeah.
they have the 2-for-1 deal.
Yeah.
He will buy 6 hamburgers
Oh my
with
God.
lettuce and everything and freeze
Crazy.
them.
Lettuce does not
No,
freeze.
it's
No,
not.
it's terrible. And he freezes them. He's like, yeah, just put it in the in the air fryer, and it's
Well,
good
two
to go.
things.
Wow.
One, it sounds like your dad needs a house makeover.
Yes.
with this thing in his kitchen
And heart surgery.
and heart surgery. But I was going to say, but you have to be the one to go in. Like, we can't do this.
Oh, yeah,
we
I'll
can't
do
knock
it.
on
Oh, yeah,
Dan's
yeah,
door.
yeah. That's
for
a weird
sure.
thing to do, yeah.
I'll do
You
it.
need
What's
a
in Dan's
GoPro
fridge? Yes.
on
Oh
your
my God!
forehead.
I'll have to
Yeah.
tell him he needs to clean his fridge.
Well, no, that's the beauty.
yeah.
Yeah, it's whatever's in there.
Yeah.
And I'd offer to go, but very uncomfortable for me to be like,
It
hey,
is,
Dan,
yes.
great to see you. Thanks for having me over. I'm judging you.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And I'm
Brady's
filming it all.
screaming with every container that comes out.
Prime rib from 2013.
Oh, God.
But he won't let you throw anything out, right?
No,
Like,
no,
you could go through everything, but he'd say, okay, put everything back.
Everything back because I'll put it in the slow cooker. That's his.
That's not-
that is his go-to for anything that's been
It's
frozen
not
for a
a
long
magic
time.
machine. It doesn't work like that.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Little early.
We're
Oh
very,
yeah,
very
I've
late,
started
yeah.
decorating.
Did you?
Did
Oh,
you?
yeah, yeah.
This
How
is,
much?
I'm picking away at it. I've got like some stuff up. I would say I've got like a fifth of.
I feel like this is late for you.
It is, but we were traveling,
You were
right?
away. Wow,
yeah,
that makes
and
sense,
it's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you want to just settle in a little
yeah, I
bit.
get this weekend,
I get
everything's
that.
coming out.
It's a weekend thing.
I'm
Yeah.
really debating. We've had our tree for a lifetime. It's so bad.
You think
Half
a
the
new
lights-
tree?
Yeah.
It's an investment, though.
We want to get like a 12-foot
Do it.
tree.
You know what's
It.
hard though? You go looking for one and you're like, oh, this is great. Oh, what about that one? And there's so many options out
Yeah.
there.
I know which ones I want.
Oh,
There's one
okay.
9-foot and one 12-foot.
Okay.
But the 12-foot is something like $1,600.
That's too
Oh,
much.
dear God.
that's
I know.
crazy.
But it's really good quality.
Yeah, it's
It'll
going to
la-
last you
it
for 20
lasts-
years.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Right.
if you do the math, divide
Yeah.
it. And people who buy like a brand, like a real Christmas tree is over $100, you know.
Yeah.
for
I
one.
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It'll last you forever. The tree you have now,
It's terrible.
but you're tired of it, right?
Yeah, but it's also really short. When I bought it, I was in a different house.
Yes.
And now
Okay.
we have a big family room. So now literally this tree we put on paint cans. And
I get
it's
it.
just-
It's a
insane.
mess.
No,
No,
and I get what you're
it's
saying,
time.
but when you're talking about it'll last forever, the tree you have now,
Yeah.
is shorter than you want, and you're tired of it.
And only half the lights work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You know?
I mean,
Yeah.
if that's it, but a lot of these things do last, and you try and tell yourself, "Oh, this will last forever." Yeah, the one you have is still lasting forever.
Yeah, but
when
I
you got
get it. But Mahler, would you? I know you've talked about maybe you keep your eye on like real estate and stuff, and maybe moving eventually.
Yeah.
Would
This
your
is
next place be able to fit a
This-
That's a great
12-foot
This
tree?
question.
this is my wife's
Yeah.
problem
Yeah.
with everything. She said, just get the 9-foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the 12-foot, then we have to buy a house.
Yeah, you gotta buy a house for it. Yeah,
right.
That's very true. You
Yeah.
should just get the 9-foot. I
But
hate
then
that I'm
12 foot
saying
looks
that.
so good.
I know.
Yeah, that's tough.
I might
You can cut a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
always
there
an
is.
option.
There's a really funny. It's a picture. It's a meme or whatever.
Yeah.
A family did that. They got a really big tree. They put half of it or like 3/4 of it in their family room in the front window.
Yeah.
And then the dad went on the roof with the top.
Oh,
they cut
that's
off the top
awesome.
and put
Oh,
it
and
through
put
the.
it. That's
fun.
neat.
That's really good.
It looks really
Oh,
good.
God,
Yeah.
people have so much time and creativity. Like I would never do
I know.
that.
I know. So the reason I'm bringing up Christmas, because Jenny and I love it.
Love it. Merry
Love it.
Christmas.
Little early.
My wife bought me an early Christmas gift.
Oh, nice. Are you accepting Christmas gifts this year?
No, but this is just something, whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I've got to open this on the show. I haven't opened them yet.
Oh, okay.
But I know what it is.
Oh.
And I know that Jenny and Brady are going to love it. Now, Brady, you don't love Christmas.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, he didn't say he doesn't love
whoa.
Christmas. Brady
I
loves
love
Christmas.
early Christmas.
Love Christmas. Look,
Time
my
and place.
parents sell Christmas trees for like charity and stuff. Like we're all about Christmas starting December 1st. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. But I love Christmas.
Well, if I show this present to
Yeah.
you, are you going to love Christmas?
He does love Christmas.
Yeah, it's just it's
No,
an early
it's
present.
just
early.
Now,
Are
is
you
this
gonna
a
love it
present
today?
that like it was actually made for Christmas, or is like she bought you something and it's close to
Does it
Christmas, so
matter?
she's saying it's for Christmas?
Does it matter, Brady?
No, it's a million% Christmas related.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Let's see it. I'm
And-
excited. Yeah.
And like I said, myself, Jenny, and Brady,
Mm-hmm.
we've given into this trend. Obviously, we love it.
Okay.
Rush, you're a loser.
Okay, I think I have an idea where you might be going with this. and this
Love
is exciting.
Christmas.
I have no idea.
Just, like Christmas, on Christmas.
Now, Jenny, this
Yeah.
is for me, not for you.
I know it's really hard
Okay.
for me to not
I
open this
know.
right now.
Guess what Jenny's going to buy after the show?
I could let you open it,
No,
but
no.
they're still for me.
I know. No,
right.
you open it. I feel like it's a
No,
you thing.
You go ahead.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you say they are still for me?
Yeah, it's
interesting.
It's a.
Okay.
Do you know what it is, Rush? I think
I'm
I know what it
excited.
is.
Well, no, I have no idea what it is.
Have you seen my present?
No.
What it could be? Okay.
No, but I have an idea.
I'm excited. Thanks for letting me open it. Took a lot of convincing.
Yeah.
Now it's not wrapped. It's just in
No,
the
it's
package.
just in a
you just
package,
gave-
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, what is it? What is it?
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Okay.
What is it, Jenny?
Oh, they're Christmas themed Crocs.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah,
it
okay.
is.
Croc
That's what I
slippers.
figured they would probably
They're
be,
like
yes.
Croc
Oh, they're
slippers.
slippers?
Oh no, I'm gonna wear them like
All
out.
the time.
Yeah.
But yes, absolutely.
Oh, they look cozy.
Oh, they're
And
so
Brady will hate it
cozy.
because I'm gonna go sport mode or what?
yeah. No, you go like the opposite of sport
I
mode.
want some.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so
Okay, yeah.
fun.
I'll put them on.
Yeah.
Can you
oh,
believe that Rush is not into this?
I know. They're red and black plaid,
No,
and they're
you're-
like Crocs,
They're
but they
slippers.
have they're like
no, I think they're.
yeah, they are Crocs.
I'm not really a slippers guy, but they're nice.
actual
Yeah.
Crocs. These are so fun, Mahler.
No.
Oh, they're
want
different
these.
patterns.
I know, and I knew you'd want them, Brady.
Yeah. And Mahler, your whole bedroom. Sorry, it's weird that I know this, but your whole bedroom is black and red around the
Yeah.
holidays,
This would
right?
fit.
Like this goes with.
Oh, those look so comfy.
So
I'm
he's
getting
not.
some.
He doesn't walk around in sport mode.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm
No,
always
never.
sport mode
I'm
because
never
I'm ready to
sport
go.
mode.
No, I like to slip them on.
And they're
That
comfy.
is so awesome.
That's
and
great.
And these are the Crocs brand.
Yeah.
Now, I want to tell you guys this because I know that you guys might want to get a pair.
Yeah.
They're going to sell it very soon. 'Cause,
Okay.
they're in such high demand.
I'm sure
right
they
now.
You
are.
guys
Yeah,
talk amongst yourselves.
And Ruth got a pair as well, so we're going to be matchy match.
Wow.
We may
That's
wear
cool.
them to the Christmas party.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
love this.
Oh, there they
look
are.
at there they are.
Here, Jenny, you want to try them on?
Hey, $60
yes,
not
I
bad.
They're probably a little big for you.
You should have told me this before we announced it to the world.
Why don't we get hot tub matching Crocs?
That's a good idea.
Can we expense them?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, how about that?
Let's expense them, Brady.
Yeah, I
They're
don't
so
hate that idea.
cozy.
I know.
I want them for life.
But what I love about them, because I'm such a brand goof,
Yeah.
I like that they're actual Crocs.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. And
sure.
they say Crocs all over the bottom.
Can you
Yeah.
can you get giblets for them?
No.
Yeah. Well, no.
No, because you
Okay.
can't.
So they're not
Gosh,
that.
come on.
Yeah, Rush, grow up.
I like that. Jenny's first answer was yes.
I love them.
Yeah, those are great.
Here, Brady, you want to try them?
Yeah,
on?
I do want to
Oh,
try
they're
them. Yeah.
so cozy. Okay, I'm.
And it's
stop
nice
holiday.
because they look like Crocs at the same time they don't look like Crocs.
Yeah.
So if you're against the look of Crocs,
Yeah.
you'll probably like these ones because they don't.
You can now,
like traditional
Rush,
ones.
you can get ones that are up like where the pattern and the material is on the inside, and then
Okay.
you could get giblets to put on the outside.
okay.
But
That's
I'm
important.
going
That's
full
amazing.
blown what you are.
I would go with those ones too. I think they're nice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on 2 different sports teams that have matching Crocs.
Oh my God!
Really?
On my
Surprise me.
volleyball team, everybody has white Crocs, and then on my ball hockey team, we all
Well,
bought
you guys
purple
have
Crocs.
to do this
I know,
on one of
that's
the
very
teams.
fun.
You need it, or maybe
That's
you need
really
a third
fun.
team.
Yeah.
Oh, now I have to decide. Am I going to be selfish and just get these for me? I'm literally shopping.
I know. I knew you would be.
I mean, I
I
don't
knew you
say
would be.
that, but yes.
But all I'm saying is, and I'm not getting obviously any kickback from
Yeah, yeah,
Crocs,
yeah, yeah,
even though
yeah.
I should.
Yet.
These are
Yeah.
going to sell out.
I'm sure they are
Absolutely.
if they haven't already.
Yeah.
Stop talking about it until I get this in here.
All right. Anyway, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Well, a little lot late, but he got me in the zone though.
Sure, yeah.
You're
That's really
excited
cool.
about being excited for Christmas.
Yeah.
And Brady, you tried them on. What do you think? They're
They're
beautiful. eh?
so cozy.
Yeah, I know.
I think they're going to be my indoor like home slippers.
Yeah. That's
good.
'Cause my slippers at home are starting to get a little not great. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like these would wear very well too. Like
I hope my wife's not listening because guess what she's getting for Christmas?
Yeah. And thank you for your purchase, Jenny. Your order is confirmed.
That was so
Did
quick.
you just get the one pair?
I just got the one
Oh,
pair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
Derek
knew-
would never
yes.
wear Crocs, first of all.
Why?
He's
my
just
my
not-
wife said that too.
Yeah, and now she's on
wearing
board.
these.
Yeah, he never would. You know, Derek, he would never wear Crocs.
Not even around the house.
No, he doesn't
well,
wear
also
anything
be a
in the house.
slipper. I wouldn't wear slippers around the house. My feet get too hot.
Yeah,
so I don't
yeah.
like to do it.
And I have a hard time getting cozy on the couch with slippers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, and Rory wouldn't wear the
Oh,
pattern
you
ones.
won't ever wear these, but you'll have them.
I will wear them all the time to work. Do you see how I come into work?
Exactly.
I mean, I've seen you come into work. That's true.
Look at her right now.
That is a good
Look at
point.
this mess.
Yeah.
If I said name one person in this room who's given up on life, who would you
I mean,
say?
you're not wrong.
You know how much dry shampoo I used this morning?
None.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
A little early.
Thank you for your order, Brady. All right.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Mahler's really, really fun facts. So fun. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, so fun.
Okay.
All right. I love getting stopped on the street all the time, recognizable
Sure.
as I am.
Are you the Mauler? That's what they say.
The Mauler, yeah. Uh-huh.
I am the Mauler.
The Mauler.
And they say, you know what? Thanks for the show. You guys are funny.
Yeah.
You're entertaining.
Sure.
You play
Love
all
that.
the best hit
I
music.
love the hits.
But what I love most about the show is that I learn.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
We hear that a
are-
lot. Yeah.
Education is important.
Totally, especially for us.
Yeah. So this Mahler fun fact you might walk away with now learning a little something.
Edutainment.
What is it?
Edutainment.
Yeah.
Edutainment.
Yeah.
You hate when people
do.
combine
I do.
words.
Wow,
I
why
know.
are you
do.
doing that?
Yeah, that's not very rushy.
All right, picture, if you will, close your eyes, our globe that we live on.
Yeah.
The world's population, pretty big now. What are we
Yeah.
at? 7-8 billion?
7 billion, 8 billion?
Something like that,
8 billion, I thought.
Yeah, maybe.
The world's population, how much of it lives in the northern hemisphere? What percentage?
What percentage?
Yeah, of the world's population lives in the upper half in the northern hemisphere.
That's a good
Percentage.
question. Huh.
It's one of those things I know you're going to walk away today remembering. It'll be something you'll say at a dinner party over the Christmas holidays. Everybody's thinking, no one's writing.
I think I have an answer.
You think you do, or you know you do?
I think I do.
Right.
Okay, I'm circling it. I'm circling it. It's a good question.
Thank
Really
you.
good question.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a number and I've underlined it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no basis for this at all. Just
So
random.
above the equator,
Yeah.
how much of the world is here with us?
Sure.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Rush. What was your thought process and your answer, please?
I wanted to write down a number, and I thought I'd write the same two numbers together. So I wrote 77%.
all right.
Oh. That feels really high. Okay. Oh, wow.
If it's 52%, this is not a question.
All right.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And I
Jenny,
went the opposite.
Your thought process.
I think they're way more heavily, densely populated areas outside
an
of the
example,
northern hemisphere.
like Brazil, you think would be
exactly.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
anywhere other than the northern hemisphere when you think about it, really. So I said 15%.
15.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. The most populated areas in the world are all in the northern hemisphere. So you have China and India. And,
Yeah.
You know,
Forgot about those.
yeah.
The two most highly populated countries. Yeah.
very, 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 very
But
dense.
again, what I went with wanted to give the same two numbers.
Okay.
So 77.
Very important. I have too small of a window here, and I don't like it.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, the two numbers is a weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said 72%.
72%.
Oh.
72%.
My
I don't
guess
like that
is so
window.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not good. Jen.
Not a good guess.
No, I know.
I forgot about India.
Yeah.
And China.
And you know, all of Europe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
No.
Oh, no, but I really
No,
am.
but
Like when
I
it
mean,
comes to stuff like
you
this.
look at like Canada, for example,
Yeah.
very sparse.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
sure. But still adds to the
Whoops.
north. Yeah.
I know. I'm
Exactly,
trying to help her. All right, so we'll answer here in a
out my
second.
answer.
No, I mean Jenny said there's 15% of the world's population in the northern hemisphere. Brady's next at 72%.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a big window, Jenny. Like, if
Yeah,
it's
that's
like 60
true. That's
anything.
true.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's right.
That's true.
Price is Right rules.
Yeah.
Totally.
And Brady has no window because Rush
No.
said 77%.
77%. Yeah, 2 sevens.
That's honestly, Jenny doesn't look terrible here.
She doesn't.
Yeah, but,
no.
and that's why I guess low.
It's
Okay.
yeah.
I knew you guys were going to get
reason
high.
she got there, and it's the issue. Yeah.
All right. Well, to play on Rush's theme, the answer does contain two numbers that are the same.
Oh, boy.
So I'm out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
but
that's
you can
okay.
still be in there.
No.
Maybe.
No,
No.
he can't.
Okay.
He can't. With
72,
72, between
77.
72
Oh, yeah,
and
no, you
77, he
can't.
can't.
I think Jenny's
Yeah.
going to win.
Yeah, it's 66 or 88.
Or 88, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. I think Jenny's going to win.
The correct answer is.
Wrong button.
Can you unlock me there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
There we go.
The correct answer is. 88%.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
88 Rush gets the win.
Yeah.
Jenny, you're close.
Not only was I close to the number, I was also close with the double numbers.
Yes.
So, thank you.
My strategy failed.
Yes, it did. It really did.
You're almost the exact opposite.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I am such an idiot. I need to really brush up on my geography and stuff.
The best part was I forgot about India.
And China.
And China. Yeah. Europe.
88% is the right answer. And there's your Mahler fun fact.
Mahler's really, really fun facts. So fun.
So fun.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Today's must-have accessory for many young club goers, earplugs. Yeah, for a long time, we've been seeing at nightclubs, concerts, or festivals, people with earplugs.
Yeah.
And that used to be seen as like uncool. Like if you were wearing earplugs at a club, like it would be uncool.
I think less
totally.
so now, though.
Yeah, that attitude is now changing amid growing awareness of the risks of exposure to loud music.
Yeah.
Earplugs have become a common sight at music venues, and some even hand them out at the door. Many people say this is thanks to Loop Earplugs, a company founded in 2016 by two friends who experienced tinnitus after a night out. Their idea was to market their product as sunglasses for your ears. They turned earplugs into jewelry-like accessories, costing far more than standard earplugs. The company sold more than 11 million sets to
I
date.
would not be self-conscious about wearing these at all.
No, neither would I.
No, it's so
If anything,
important.
I feel like it makes you look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
true,
I mean? Like,
exactly,
it
yeah.
makes it look like you go to a lot of concerts and
Yeah.
you're like really, really comfortable in this environment.
Do you
Yeah.
ever wear them, Brady?
No, but I probably should.
Yeah,
Like
probably.
the last concert my wife and I were at, we left and we were deaf in
Your
the
ears are
parking
just
lot.
ringing, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're screaming at each other like,
Yeah.
Right.
did you like the show? That was really good.
I do love that feeling of that first few steps you take outside of the venue and everything just feels like off because you've been
Yes.
so inundated with like sound and
Yeah.
and just like the whole environment of a concert.
Everything feels weird.
Yeah, exactly. It's a fun
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
What about what a lot of the kids that they bring the big
Yeah.
headphones,
Big
right?
headphones.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that works too.
I'd wear those.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just get the little earplugs.
You know, the big ones are a little cumbersome,
You know,
but I mean,
yeah,
if
you
you
know.
want everybody to see you're protecting your ears, that's good.
What's wrong with those?
Ain't nothing wrong, but
If
you
you
could-
saw me, I'd look like a dork. Is that what you're
I mean,
saying?
you wonder
a
why,
little bit.
why you didn't get, the construction earplugs
Yeah.
where you just the little orange
You
things
kind of look
that
like
you
the
put in
guy
your ear.
who like tells the planes where to go. You know what I mean? Yeah, like the light sticks.
Like, or that you're a guy that's actually at a concert listening to something else.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You could look
Earplugs
like
don't
that.
make you look like
You
that.
got a podcast
So
on.
okay, so why do parents put the big things on the kids?
Because they need to be that protected, right? With
Yeah.
their little
Was that what
ears.
it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could,
Okay.
and also I don't think they make infant or
Earplugs
toddler
are-
size
yeah.
earplugs.
Oh,
Right.
I'm sure in
Yeah.
2024 they do.
Oh, but
I'm sure they
I
do.
think for the kids, they're probably going to find that more comfortable than shoving something into their
Yeah.
ears.
Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, I love the people that bring little kids to festivals
Yeah.
and stuff. Obviously, depends on where you're going
Yeah.
and keeping them safe. But like hanging out in the back, and then you have like the cutest little kid with headphones on. Man, it melts my heart.
Oh yeah, no. I remember bringing Rory to a hockey game and having the big
Okay.
headphones on or whatever.
Yeah.
He slept through the whole thing. It didn't
Yeah.
matter
Wow.
anyway. But he was probably 6 months
Rory
old
and
or
I
something.
standing beside each other with the big headphones.
That's cute.
Yeah.
He was an infant, you're you. Yeah.
Well, my son used to have major ear problems, still does, but he couldn't swim, so we had to put almost like a silly putty in his ears.
Oh, yeah.
And then put a band on.
Oh,
And so
wow.
I'm thinking for kids, you could put that silly putty stuff in the ear so that way it doesn't come out
Sure.
or anything
Yeah,
else like
sure.
that.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
And it worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And so he'd have to go through all of that just to get in water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so tough.
And
eh?
That's
still
a
to
bummer.
this day, if he gets off a flight, he's in pain for 3 days
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
I
That's
get that
terrible.
sometimes too. If I'm sick and I fly, it's
Can
like my head wants
can
to
it be
explode.
about Vaughn for a
I
second?
don't think
Brady,
it's
not
all.
you?
I think Brady needs to make it about himself. Yeah.
It's always about Vaughn, never about me. By the way, the earplugs are super cheap if anybody wants to pick them up. There's
How much?
Between $25 and $60, depending on which ones you want.
Okay.
They have a whole bunch of colors and different options and
What,
stuff
what
like
about
that.
mine if I want to get the giant
Yeah,
ones?
the giant- okay, a little more
really
expensive.
big.
Yeah.
Really, really big.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. Brady-
Comically big.
Comically large.
Like the ones on the
Headphones.
runway.
Yeah.
Like the
That's what
huge,
you want,
huge
yeah.
ones. Yes.
Why don't you just ask Vaughn?
Yeah.
Fine, I will.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Look, the only reason I bring this up on the show all the time, I'm being honest here. There's a lot of listeners like me that are scared of email and spam and everything else that comes into their inbox. Okay. And I don't know about a lot of workplaces out there. I know our workplace is always challenging me to try and get me fired or blocked or make me lose my email.
No. What they're trying to do is make sure that you don't infect the company's server.
They're trying to educate you, and because security is a very important thing, especially in big companies. We work for a decent sized company.
But why not educate me?
Whoa.
Hang on.
Why not educate me with just straightforward? Why trick me? I don't want to be tricked.
Because the educating hasn't worked.
Right, exactly. They're
they
testing
wouldn't
the
be
education.
able to trick you if the education worked. See, with us, the education has worked, therefore we're not being tricked.
Now, did you fail the trick?
No, we just got something this week, right?
Yeah.
You start your cybersecurity awareness training.
Yes.
And I got this.
Okay.
And it comes from such a wacky email address that I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like it looks fake.
Which is good thinking. Now, that's also the same one that the last time you did the training came on that one?
I don't know if I did.
You did.
So I had the same thought. And so what I did was I copy and pasted the email
and
to
search.
make sure that it's the exact same thing.
That's exactly what I did too. And then I
So
did that
much
this morning
work.
and I said to you guys, this is the same one
I
we did before.
I asked as well. I'm like, see, I don't know if this is a trick. Am I supposed to click
Which
on
is
this
good.
or is
But
it not?
isn't that good that you're thinking that way?
Yes.
And you're thinking that way because they tried to trick you before.
Exactly.
Now, when you click on the start your training, thing,
I'm not going to. Should I click
brings
on
you-
it?
click on
click
it.
it.
It brings you to the page where you can scroll down and it'll say phishing rate and it'll show you the percentage of phishing attacks
good.
that have been sent to you that you clicked on.
Okay, do it.
How many do you have, Rush?
0%.
Zero. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm at 0%. I feel amazing.
Okay, I am at 0%. Well, Jenny, you just don't click emails.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so really that's not fair. That you don't-
Mahler, what are you at?
I haven't hit the start your training button.
Oh,
yet.
hit it. You're
Hit
fine.
that now. I mean, I think you're going to be at 0. I really do. Okay. And I scroll down.
Yeah.
You should have a fish. You should have a
Is there
blue
a
circle.
percentage?
It says
Yeah,
fish
yeah,
rate.
yeah.
I have 20%.
No.
No, you don't.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, Mahler.
Oh, that's so funny.
But in my defense again, please, people listening, I don't know if your workplaces do this. That email that just came in, it doesn't look legit. It looks fakey
Yeah.
fake.
But what did you click on? You
They're
clicked on one.
testing you.
Yes,
They're educating you.
But this is the one that you weren't going to click on. You clicked on one that was fake. You did.
Fakey fake.
Now, underneath it says view phishing details. Click on that.
Okay.
And what is it? What does it say?
He gets so nervous to click anything.
He does.
I don't know. They shared an important file with you.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But you had clicked on it though.
I have to click on that?
No, but you had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, see, it's just
I
too
see
much.
what you're saying,
So what
yeah.
I'm saying, I'm bringing this up publicly because our head office in Montreal. Or,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Montreal. Yeah.
Okay. Can one of you guys just do all this stuff for me?
No, that's not how it works. In fact, I've been talking with our IT department, and we're going to have someone come on the show and have a little sit down with you, an intervention, if you will.
Wait, like physically or on the phone?
On the phone, they're going to join us.
Wow.
We've been
IT intervention.
Yes.
I love it.
And this is a real thing. We've been working on it for about a week, and I'm just trying to. Yeah.
Hold up.
Okay.
Is this like an actor that you've got that's
No,
gonna
no,
just
no. This is
fool me
legitimately a
in?
real person. We all know Chris, right? Chris works in our building. He's
Yeah.
setting us up with someone who he thinks is going to be very helpful for you to talk to you, to talk to the dangers of you clicking on random emails.
But why is it that you're now so nervous about clicking on things? Yet you're all.
Because we've publicly shamed him.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
As has IT, by the way.
But he had just clicked on. I don't know what you had clicked on.
Something fakey fake. That's all we
like
know.
last year, the amount of emails I had to get our general manager involved.
Yes.
because they were going to block and freeze
Yes.
my email account and
'Cause you
everything
kept
like that.
failing everything.
Yes, I kept failing and redoing
Yes.
things. I was at home with my phone recording my screen so I would get the right answer. I
Yeah.
was out
Oh
of
my
control,
God. Yeah.
and so then I begged them. I said, "Just
Isn't
take
it
away
easier
my."
to just learn?
No. See, But you know what? Like, I'm being really, really sincere.
Yeah.
When they do these things, like, what choice is it? A, B, C?
Yeah.
They're all the same to me. I don't know.
But that's the problem. They're trying to educate you.
The other thing that
God.
we're seeing
We are
here is
done.
that
Our organization is
he's
cooked.
you see that number, you see 20%.
Yeah.
But again, this is the fake ones that they're going to educate.
Yeah.
He's clicking
Yeah.
on. We don't know how many actual phishing attempts
Right.
he's clicking
Sure.
on.
And you know what scares me even more is now we're talking about this, quite publicly, and now people are just going to target Mahler. If you want in on our organization, that's where you
don't
send the
worry.
emails to.
I'm not clicking on anything anymore.
No.
So you can target away.
don't know
No, now
that's
you
true.
just give your credit card to everyone.
You're like the company's revolving door. Like, it doesn't really. It never really closes. You
Yeah.
just push a little
You mean
bit,
like
it'll
at the
open.
front of the building?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
you. Yeah.
All right. Well,
luck.
thanks for your help. I only brought this up so you guys could help me before I fail.
No, we
and then
can't help you. No one help Mahler. He
I'll
needs
pay
to learn.
you $500.
Okay, I'll help Mahler. Yeah,
I'll totally do it
that.
for
Yeah,
you.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't care
absolutely.
that much about our cybersecurity.
Now it's at $250.
What? Hey, hang on.
It dropped now.
I'll
yeah.
still help you. Yeah.
No, Jenny, no.
No.
$100 and beanless chili.
Oh, yeah, I'm in, man.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
Take that, IT. You can cancel my meeting, Brady.
And I'm not doing that.
Okay.
No, in fact, I'm following up right now.
I'd follow up, but I don't know who to email. And I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
you follow up, but you're locked out of your email.
I don't even think he knows what he's been doing. Like a phishing attempt, I don't think he knows what it is or what information he's giving
I
us.
still spell fishing with an F.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Is it not enough?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.